Here are the top 8 most successful boy bands of all time. Before we start, I would want you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Bright Spotlight. Number 8, Westlife. 55 million albums sold. Westlife was all the craze back in the 1990s. The group, which formed back in Ireland, officially got together in 1998. The group consists of members Shane Fillon, Marcus Fehily, Clan Egan, and Nicky Byrne. In 2004, the group experienced a shakeup when one of the original members, Brian McFadden, left the boy band for good. After disbanding in 2012, they all came together 6 years later and have returned to their original icon status since. Luckily for the band, they've sold a whopping 55 million albums worldwide, making them one of the most successful boy bands of all time. They are touring together throughout 2023. Number 7, Boyz II Men. 60 million albums sold. While boy bands have traditionally been dominated in the pop music scene, Boyz II Men shocked the world by bringing the boy band world into the R&B scene in 1987. Nathan Morris, Wanna Morris, Sean Stockman, and Michael McCary originally made up the band until McCary departed in 2003 due to health reasons. Boyz II Men's hit single, End of the Road, spent a historic 13 weeks on the Billboard Hot 100 charts in 1992. Since then, the band has put out 13 studio albums over their long and successful career, selling 60 million albums worldwide. They also have won 4 Grammy Awards and have been nominated 15 times. Number 6, NYSNC. 70 million albums sold. Orlando, Florida was the breeding ground for 90s boy bands, it seems, since NYSNC was also founded there. The boy band, which included Justin Timberlake, JC Chasez, Chris Kirkpatrick, Joey Fatone, and Lance Bass, has since released 3 full-length albums that earned them 8 Grammy Award nominations. While NYSNC may no longer be active, the boy band has made a cultural impact on the music industry like no other. In fact, they were the only band to have sold over 1 million copies of an album in one day for over 15 years. Justin Timberlake went on to have a highly successful music career, and he also has starred in several films. Number 5, One Direction. 70 million albums sold. The boy band craze had died down in the United States for a decade until the rise of One Direction in 2010. Formed on the British X Factor, Niall Horan, Liam Payne, Harry Styles, Louis Tomlinson, and Zayn Malik went on to become household names across the world. Over their 6-year career, the boy band released 5 full-length albums and toured the world 4 times as headliners. Though they never received a Grammy Award nomination, they did make history by breaking some impressive records. In fact, they are the first band in the US Billboard 200 history to have all 4 of their albums debut at number 1. Following the end of the band, each member went on to attempt a solo career. Harry Styles has found the most success with his solo career compared to his former bandmates. Number 4, The Osmonds. 77 million albums sold. The Osmonds were easily one of the biggest boy bands made up of all siblings. The American family came together in the early 70s, reaching their height come mid-70s with their classic tunes, outfits, and of course, electric stage presence. The group, which was made up of Donnie, Jimmy, Merrill, Wayne, Alan, and Jay Osmond, were known for their hits such as One Bad Apple, Down by the Lazy River, and Yo-Yo, to name a few. The Osmonds were so successful that they managed to sell over 77 million albums worldwide. Number 3, New Kids on the Block. 80 million albums sold. While New Kids on the Block may not have invented the boy band genre, they certainly perfected it and created the blueprint that bands would follow even today. Jonathan Knight, Jordan Knight, Joey McIntyre, Donnie Wahlberg, and Danny Woods formed the band in 1985 in their hometown of Dorchester, Massachusetts. The band put out 5 full-length albums, including a Christmas album during their initial run. After disbanding in 1994, the band reunited in 2008 and has since put out 2 more studio albums. Number 2, The Jackson 5. 100 million albums sold. While the 80s and 90s may be the hit years for boy bands, the Jackson 5 was popularizing the boy band category all the way back in the 1960s. Formed in 1965, the Jackson 5 was comprised of brothers Jackie, Tito, Jermaine, Marlon, and Michael Jackson. During their career, the Jackson 5 put out 10 full-length studio albums and went on 6 tours, one of which occurred in 2012. They went on to be nominated for 3 Grammy Awards and were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1997. The Los Angeles Times reported their sales as over 100 million albums sold. Number 1. Backstreet Boys. 130 million albums sold. There's no denying that the Backstreet Boys was one of the biggest boy bands of the 90s. AJ McLean, Howie Dorough, Nick Carter, Kevin Richardson, and Brian Littrell formed that band in Orlando, Florida back in 1993. Since then, they've released 9 full-length albums, been on 11 world tours, and have been nominated for the Grammy Awards 8 times. While most boy bands are known for breaking up or taking long hiatuses, Backstreet Boys have only been on one 2-year-long hiatus since forming back in 1993. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.